Okay, let's dive right into this. Picture it. Under the bright lights of Madrid's Estadio Bernabeu, the world basically stood still. Welcome to today's Explainer, where we're unpacking one of the absolute most electric, high-stakes matches in modern sports history. We are looking at a true clash of titans, Lionel Messi's unforgettable Bernabeu hat-trick victory. Now, if you follow soccer, you already know that El Clasico is always massive, but on this specific night, history wasn't just being played, it was being written in 90 breathless minutes. So get comfortable because we are breaking down the tactics, the drama, and the sheer willpower that defined this truly legendary game. 400 million, 400 million pairs of eyes were glued to this beautifully illuminated stadium for this matchup. I want you to really process that scale for a second. That is the kind of global viewership that literally stops entire nations in their tracks. It wasn't just a regular season game, it was an absolute spectacle. When the players made their perfectly orchestrated entry onto the pitch, the pressure in the building was palpable. Every single person watching knew that the La Liga title was hanging right in the balance, turning this from a standard league fixture into a genuine, high-stakes championship battle. And this matchup framed the ultimate heavyweight bout. Lionel Messi versus Cristiano Ronaldo. On one side, you have Cristiano Ronaldo, who entered this game in absolutely fantastic form. Real Madrid was riding this massive wave of momentum, and Ronaldo was their undisputed talisman. On the other side, you have Lionel Messi, the maestro for Barcelona, carrying the weight of a team that absolutely had to win just to keep their domestic season alive. This wasn't just about two historic clubs. It was the ultimate showdown between two of the greatest athletes in human history, going toe-to-toe with everything on the line. So, rounds 1 and 2 trading blows. Let me tell you, the action started breathtakingly fast. The pace was relentless right from the referee's very first whistle, making it crystal clear that neither team was going to sit back and play defensively. They came to attack, and they came to put on a show for those 400 million viewers. Let's move to the timeline and see how this builds, because the first half was just a total roller coaster. In the first 15 minutes, Barcelona strikes first. Lionel Messi delivers a perfect pass to Andres Iniesta, who unleashes this thunderous left foot strike straight into the top corner. But then, between 15 and 30 minutes, Real Madrid answers back with pure dominance. Angel Di Maria starts absolutely carving up the defense, delivering these exceptional crosses. Karim Benzema capitalizes, scoring 2 massive goals, one a powerful header and the other a clinical finish. Suddenly, Madrid takes a 2-1 lead. But just when it looked like Madrid might take over the entire game, right before the half, Messi responds. He plays a quick 1-2 in the box, gathers the rebound, and slots it right into the bottom corner. That equalizer was his 32nd goal of the season, and it tied the game right back up at 2-2. I actually want to pause on this incredible observation from the source material regarding Benzema's second goal. Perfect control didn't even hit the ground. This perfectly captures the sheer clinical brilliance of Karim Benzema and Angel Di Maria during that first half blitz. Di Maria was sensational, just finding space and delivering the ball with absolute precision. And when Benzema finished that sequence without the ball even touching the grass, well, the Real Madrid fans went absolutely crazy. It was a visceral look at the flawless execution that put Madrid ahead in the first place, showcasing soccer at its absolute peak. But then we hit round 3, the tipping point. I want to slow down the pacing for a second here because the atmosphere in the stadium dramatically changed. Up until this point, it had actually been a rather friendly, free-flowing game, focused purely on high-quality action. But suddenly, an off-the-ball incident occurs, a problem arises, and the tension completely boils over. The friendly veneer vanished instantly, and the game devolved into a high-stakes, nerve-wracking war of attrition. Now we enter the cascading chaos of the second half. Let's break this down step by step. Step 1. Cristiano Ronaldo earns a penalty kick. Now, the sources note a massive debate here. Some argue the contact actually happened outside the penalty area. But the referee pointed to the spot, and Ronaldo hammered it with power and accuracy into the bottom left corner to make it 3-2. Step 2. Barcelona responds with a deceptive pass that leads to a foul inside the Madrid box. Step 3. Because it was a clear goal-scoring opportunity being denied, the referee issues a straight red card to Real Madrid. And finally, Step 4, Lionel Messi steps up for the tying penalty. It is a rapid-fire sequence of events that completely flip the script of the match in a matter of minutes. And this brilliantly illustrates our next concept, on a knife edge. A situation of extreme tension where the outcome is highly uncertain and could easily go either way. That was the exact feeling in the Bernabeu. With the world's eyes watching him, Messi did exactly what Ronaldo had just done. He took a steady run-up, remained completely calm, and hammered the ball home with his left foot to tie the game at 3-3. It was an emphatic finish. With Madrid now down to 10 men, but playing in front of a frenzied home crowd, the entire La Liga title race was teetering perfectly on a knife edge. Every single pass, every single tackle literally felt like life or death. Which brings us to the ultimate question. With the title on the line, can Messi stay calm? In the dying minutes of the match, the unthinkable happens. Andres Iniesta is taken down in the box, and the referee points to the spot for the third time in the game. Real Madrid players are protesting, the crowd is deafening, and the pressure is, well, it's completely unimaginable. Barcelona's entire season, their championship hopes, and the legacy of this specific matchup all rest squarely on Lionel Messi's shoulders as he places the ball on that penalty spot. Listen to this amazing quote from the commentary that night. Unbelievable composure, unsavable. Facing immense pressure, Messi stepped up, ignored the screaming fans, and fired the ball directly into the top corner of the net. Unsavable. It was the absolute knockout blow of this heavyweight fight, a legendary hat trick for Lionel Messi in the biggest game of the year. The sheer mental fortitude required to bury that ball, knowing the weight of the world was on him, is exactly why he's considered one of the greatest to ever step onto a pitch. So the crucial point we really need to take away here is the final tally. After 90 minutes of pure madness, Barcelona wins 4-3. We witnessed 3 total penalties awarded, 1 red card given, and 1 legendary Lionel Messi hat trick. And this wasn't just a win for the record books, it was a lifeline. This massive result put Barcelona back in the title equation when they desperately needed a victory. And it was a result that may have single-handedly saved manager Tata Martino's job at the time. Messi walked away with the match ball, and his team walked away knowing they had survived a true trial by fire. I want to leave you with a provocative question. Was this the greatest heavyweight bout in football history? Think about it. When you combine the immense global audience, the iconic rivalry between Messi and Ronaldo, the spectacular goals from Benzema and Iniesta, and the sheer unscripted drama of the refereeing decisions and penalties, it is incredibly hard to find a match that delivers on its promises quite like this one did. Let that sink in for a second. Hopefully, this explainer gives you a newfound appreciation for the legendary heights these athletes can reach. Thanks so much for joining me on this deep dive into the source material. And keep exploring those iconic moments that make sports so unforgettable.